Hello, I'm Mike Jones. I'm the leader of your new council, Cheshire West and Chester. This council is replacing the 4 existing councils, and in doing so we are not looking to recreate any of the existing councils in the way they do things. We are looking on building on best practice and creating a new council with a new culture and a new way of doing things. Something that's fresh, lively, innovative and creative and exciting. Something that the members can be proud of and you as residents can be proud of being associated with. We are looking at how our members can integrate themselves and become involved, fully involved in your communities, to work with and support you in living and improving your quality of life. We want our members to be champions within their communities, and in doing so you'll see, following on from this, short interviews with your ward councillors so that you can recognise who they are. They're making commitments and promises to be more involved in your community and to assist you and your community groups in delivering those improvements within your communities.
I'm Andrew Needham. I've lived in Cheshire for most of my life, working mainly for ICI in Runcorn, and I am now the county council for this area, and I'm looking forward to becoming the ward councillor with my 2 colleagues here. And I've had 3 children and 2 grandchildren who've gone to the local high school, so I'm familiar with education, which I think is a very important matter. So over to you, Barbara.
Right, I'm Barbara Roberts. I've lived in Cheshire all my life, just outside Tarpley actually. I've lived in Tarpley now for 14 years, and I find it a very friendly place. I never walk down the high street if I'm in a hurry, because I always see someone that stops and talks to you. So I was previously a dairy farmer until I retired, took early retirement, and then I've been on Chester City Council for the last 14 years now. So I'll pass over to you.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm John Grimshaw. I've lived in Cheshire for the last 35 years and Willington for the last 24 years. I worked all my life mainly in the oil industry in Ellesmere Port. My children went to school locally here, and my wife's a Blue Badge guide for the North West and Chester. So I'm very familiar with the issues in the area.
Together we're going to work as a team to dispel the fear of crime in Tarpley. In
particular, Inspector Phil Hodgson has done a remarkable job, and he's really getting to grips with the issues which are concerning the majority of people, speeding, particularly in Delamere. He's really cracked down on that, and there are a number of people who are now, shall we say, removed from the social scene, who've been a nuisance for a long time, who are no longer around, so it's been excellent.
Now, another issue that we're all concerned about is affordable housing, and I think one way of solving this would be to bring in new, better ways for the care of the elderly, extra care housing and retirement villages. And because that would then release houses which would become available for younger people to buy. Also, I want to promote the concept of direct payments from social services for people who are needing care. This is a system where money can be paid directly to people who are in need of care, to spend that money themselves, perhaps with a neighbour or a relative. I'd say £5 an hour rather than £12 an hour, which is the cost of a care assistant and a little car coming out from Winsford.
But we've also the issue of the need, for affordable housing for the young, for local people, and we are really promoting that.
Yes.
And I know we have an officer, and I'm sure that will continue in Cheshire West and Chester, who actually goes around all the villages to actually promote this idea. Yeah.
So being on planning board, we'll have to make sure that this happens.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, yes. I
Yes.
mean, I'm on the strategic planning board, and that will certainly be an issue from my perspective.
Yes.
Good.
Well, increasingly, our issues are about community cohesion, and we've been very successful recently in Vale Royal in funding local communities, and we intend to actually continue to do this in Cheshire West and Chester.
A lot of the play areas have been funded by commuted sums, which has been great in that we've had some really good play areas developed over the last 5 or 6 years. So That is very good.
Yeah, because there is a social aspect to play, and we've noticed that young mothers come with their children, and the children play, and the mothers have a good natter, so to speak.
For Cuddington and Sandyway, community facilities were an issue. First of all, the community centre at Delamere Park was burnt down. That's now been replaced, I'm pleased to say. And in Cuddington itself, they have raised £500,000 to build a new community centre, which was opened only the spade was put in to start it just last weekend. And I think that would be a valuable community facility. We will be working as a team, and we're doing our best to help you. We all get out and about, myself walking and cycling, so I'm always pleased to talk to people wherever you are. And I think you're the same, Barbara.
Right. Yes, never be afraid to approach me when I'm on the high street, or even ring me. If I can help at all, I will always try and do that for you.
Yeah.
You, John?
Yes, and likewise, I'm well known in the area. Please ring me at any time. We are setting up local area forums, and I hope you all will come and get engaged in that.